Hello, captains. At first, I want to introduce myself. As you see here in main menu, my name is Mike Siggy, and I am one of the numerous captains at the mobile game Navy Field. I want to apologize if my English is not the best, but I'm not an Englishman. I am from Germany, so please apologize it, and therefore it's also my first video. Yes, what I wanna tell you now are some basics in menu of Navy Field Mobile, so you can understand the game more and have more fun to play. The next videos there will be some like how to play all the ship classes or other stuff. If you have more interest, you can ask me or take a comment what you are interested for to explain. Yes, if you start the game the first time, you get a tutorial you play through where are some basics for gameplay given to you. And if you're ready to play, you see here now the first menu you have. The first time you play, you can choose one of those 7 nations to play. All the other nations can be bought, which costs 500 gold, but trust me, it is worth it. But therefore, later more in another video. Okay, Navy Field Mobile, what's that kind of a game? It's a tactical game, basically based on the Second World War naval warfare. And therefore you have all the 7 nations. The newest one are France and Italy. And the older ones are the US Navy, British Navy, Japanese Navy, German Navy, and Russian Navy. If you start playing and want to play it for a longer time, I would suggest save your profile, because if there are sometimes updates or something else, or you delete the game and reinstall it and you haven't saved your profile, you can start again from 0. So you see left upper corner you have 2 buttons which say save profile, like by saving by Facebook or saving by Play Store. Both are possible, and if you do like that, you won't lose your account. Okay, another one. Upper corner right, you see 2 buttons. The one with the speech bubble, that's for chat. As you see here, we have 3 chat buttons like the West chat for English, German, Spanish speaking people or something. If you change to East, you see it's for all those Asian speaking people. And if you're gonna get a fleet or community, a guild you can join, you see here something about the fleet chat. It's like an internal group chat. All right, that's for the main menu. The most important things you see also your profile, and which if you're in a fleet you see your fleet and your points you get. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my main nation, the German Navy. Only tipping on the flag, and you get on the main harbor menu. Here you can see all the buildings you need for playing. Yeah, the first building is the command center on the left side. That's the building you have to develop so to a higher level if you wanna build up the other buildings or get better ships, the basic ships. Then most important next one, because if you want to play, you need resources like steel and oil. Oil is for driving your ships, because oil is our gasoline, and without gasoline, engines cannot work logically. Yeah. Okay. At the right side of the command center, you see the steel resource buildings. At first, the steel mill, it is set by itself. It produces steel. About on the side of the steel mill, you see a button with such a some kind of steel pick. If you want to gather the steel, only tap on that, and you see you get the resource and the plus on the upper middle side of your screen. You see your resources among. Next important steel building is the steel depot. That's your storage. Huh? You start at level 1 at all the buildings, and you can go up to level 12. Huh? And so your storage can be increased up to, as you see on the upper side, 3.5 million steel points. The next resource is the oil. You can see it upper side of your screen next to the steel. Maximum are 80,000 oil points. Well, it's a little less if you start at level 1, and you have to increase it. It's the same like with the steel resources buildings. You have the oil refinery, which produces your oil, and the oil depot. What is your storage? I can show you about oil depot. You can tip it. There you can see the explanation for what the building is for, what's the capacity, and if you have to build up the building, you see the next step, which what will do with the capacity, how much it will be increased. Yes, there are also some other buildings, but they're basically not that important like your resource buildings, because you need steel to build ships, to repair ships. You need oil to get some fuel for the ships for driving, and to train your crew. But these details you will get in another video. Okay, other buildings. You have communication tower and defense command. That's for, it is said in the game, harbor attack. Harbor attack will be explained in another video. Also the research center, here in the middle one. It is therefore to research blueprints of better ships. Therefore you have a tier system, and that's a little bit complex, so there will be an extra video for that. Okay, what do you have in main menu also? Again, the chat button. You have your on the left side. Okay. Sorry, I want to go change nation so you can see a little bit more. Okay, so we changed to French nation. There you see on the left corner of your screen, left upper corner, you see what nation you are actually in harbor, your experience and your level, and your fleet, your name, your points, all that stuff. If you want to check your profile, tip on your avatar on the left side, like I do now. There you see your profile, like stats, your ships. You have some quests and achievements you got. Then if you're in a fleet, you see all your fleet members. Yeah, and you can put some fleets as favorites here, but that's not so important. All right. What's also important? Tabs. Yes. On the left down side, you see a picture with a ship. Actually, you see here now my ship Montmartre. It's the ship which you have actually chosen, which is shown in the picture, and you can go and battle with it. Yeah, and if you push the button, you get on the ship menu where you can choose your ships. As you see downside, you have the all ship classes like DD, which means destroyer, or CL, which is light cruiser, CA, which is the heavy cruiser, BB are the battleships, CV are the aircraft carriers, and SS are the submarines. As you see, small ships, and so on. You can choose here, and if you have more ships in the special ship class, you can switch by swiping on the screen. And therefore, for the single ships, you have on the right side, you see buttons like with the oil, or with some which means how you have to repair. Like here now, my hull of the Maginot is about 94%. It's if you get sunk in battle, your hull decreases, and here you can repair it by pushing the button. That's you, and he asks you if you want to repair and what it costs. So, and if you repair, it takes a little time until it is finished. So, if we get back to my battleship, you see also every battle you play, everything you drive will cost you some oil. And if you want to refill, so you can drive on, tap on it and refuel. Okay. About the single ship classes and developing the ship classes, also wait for my next video. Okay, more important, cause not all captains are English speaking, you have some settings to get on. For the settings, you have on the right upper corner the button here, right beside of the chat button. Tap on it. There you can see change nation. If you have more than one, you get on the first menu I showed you, and you can tip the next nation you want. Most important here, game settings. There you can choose another language. Mainly for me, I take German, or here Deutsch, but I will explain it in English for you. Yeah, you also have music, sound effects, autogun mode, auto AAV, and so on. That will be explained in another video, because if I explain it now, it will take much more longer time. Okay, next important buttons. You have downsides. 3 buttons. Most important are the two with the two from the left. The right side is only for Italian and French. For me personally, not so important. So if you push the button on the left side down on your screen, you get on the standard building menu. There you can also see again the ship classes on the upper side, and then the picture of the ships which you can build, like Jaguar, Le Fantastique, Le Droid, or the light cruisers, heavy cruisers, battleships, and so on. As you see, that's the standard building menu. If you want to build the ships, okay, but you need some things like these ships are based on certain level. As you see, like the battleship Normandy, it is available at level 50, the Britannia at level 60, and so on. And you see there are different kind of ships. Some costs steel to build, some gold, which is a premium resource, and battleships are going up to level 130. Maximum level in game is 140. And therefore you can see, if we go back to a ship which can be built, you see below of the picture of the battleship, of the ship you want to build, you see some stats. That's only the basic stats. If a ship is built, you can improve it. Again, therefore, there will be another video. If you want to build, you see tip on the picture, and then you can buy it. Depending on ship class and ship level, it needs a little bit more or less time to build. Okay, that's the shipbuilding menu. The next one is the middle button, lower side of your screen. That's the research center. As I said before, there you can also build ships and research blueprints for the ships, and there will be an extra video for that. Okay, next buttons on the right side. You have here the ranking menu, where you can see about your ranking from your points, and about Battle Royale, which is a special playing mode, which will be explained in extra video, and the ranking of your fleet. So you play for yourself battles, that's your personal ranking, fleet ranking, and Battle Royale ranking. Explanation in an extra video. Another one, you get daily quests where you can gather some resources. Most important resource therefore will be gold, as you see. And another one, the button with the star on the right side of your screen, that are achievements which will give you XP and gold. So it can be interesting to get these achievements. Okay, another important button, the battle button. As you see, you get in this battle menu. At the beginning, you have beginner battle, expert raid. That's good for beginning, and with higher level, you get to the higher battles like online great battle, which is a battle, two teams gathering and battling against each other. Also, there's a raid battle where you can be up to 5 people to fight against bots. It's good for training, carrier and battleships, and to gather some resources. And also here the button Battle Royale. On the right side you have in French and Italy you have 2 buttons. the older nations, there is another button. So, okay, I will show you. Where can I show you? Take the US Navy. Okay, here US Navy again, battle button. Here you see on the right side operation. There you can train and play a little bit with all your ship classes if you have them. Then campaign. That's some like of storyline about incidents in the Second World War, in the naval warfare, and you can play it. It gives you some, like here you see there's some mission, and you have primary tasks, secondary tasks, and therefore you will get some resources and XP if you get them. Okay, also the next one is survival. Therefore you have some types of survival playings, and it's quite easy. You have to sink all enemies and survive for yourself. Therefore you get, like here, sorry. And therefore will get also resources and some gold. All right. That's enough, I think, for the first video, and I hope you understand a little bit the menu, and for playing all the ship classes and explaining research center, harbor attack, you will get some other videos. So I hope you enjoyed it and it wasn't too complicated and my English wasn't too bad. So see you on the next videos. Have a good time. Bye.